This is kind of the first adversity of the season. You guys were down 25-15 about 5 minutes ago in the first half. What did you see from the team as far as like responding in that moment, and what did it take to not let that adversity go on any further?
I think the biggest thing for us was just sticking with it. We had a rough start offensively, but we knew defensively if it would keep us in that game, that our offense wouldn't be like that the whole game. So really just like our resilience, able to stick with it. When things aren't going right, don't give up. Like I said, we were down big early, just sticking with it and being able to make that comeback going into the half and then coming out of the half building on that was good for us.
Yeah, a lot of the same thing. I think it just shows how close this team is. Being able to face that adversity early in the season is a really good test for us because not going to make shots every night. So you still got to find a way to win those games. And I think, Coach said we won an ugly game tonight. So, I think that's what you got to do if you're a great team and you want to, go far.
As far as the shots that you were getting earlier that weren't falling, did you guys like what the offense was generating? Just shots weren't falling? Did you have to adjust something to get some of those to fall?
I think our pace was slow a little bit to start with. But, yeah, a lot of those shots were good shots. They just weren't falling for us. And like I said, just not like when we came in the timeouts, we weren't flinching. We weren't like, oh, man, like what's wrong? Like we were kind of just like we know what's going on. We just got to keep playing hard, keep playing defense, and let our defense keep us in this game until our offense gets going.
Once it does get going, and it got going in a big way, you guys were multiple runs. What does it feel like then as you turn it around after the slow start?
Yeah. I think, like Brandon said, like our offense, we got a lot of great players, a lot of guys that can score, a bunch of guys that can make shots on any given night. So, it's going to be very unlikely for us to, not be able to make shots throughout the entire game. But, I think, like, same thing. It all comes back to how close we are. Like, guys are celebrating each other. Guys on the bench are talking. And then, once that energy starts going and starts building, then we're a pretty tough team to stop.
Brandon, double-double for you, 17 points first time in double figures in the regular season here.
Okay.
What did that feel like just to really get a nice, good game of production under your belt?
I'm more happy about the rebounds, honestly. Getting on the glass is something I've done like my whole career. It's really important to me. So when I made the transition up here, I wanted to continue to be on the glass. Offensively, defensively, that's how I can help this team win. So that's something I'm going to continue to do. But the points will come. They'll come and they'll go. I was able to feed off a lot of my teammates tonight. Great passing from those guys. So like I said, the rebounding is something I'm proud of.
This was, I think, clearly your guys' best defensive performance of the year. For you, Gabe, you're really fun to watch on the defensive end. You always got this smile on your face. Sometimes you're clapping at guys a little bit. What is so fun about playing defense for you?
Yeah, it really just comes down to what this team needs from me. Like I said, we got a lot of guys that can score, but I think I can be that guy that's like really gets up into people and, it's hard for them to score on me if I set the tone at the top of the defense like that. But like the smiling and stuff, that's just a joy. You take a step back, like just be playing basketball at Ohio State. It's a great opportunity that I'm blessed with.
Gabe, perimeter defense all around for you guys. How would you assess the way you guys defended them around the perimeter, you and all the other guys, and kept them from really a lot of deep shot clocks and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, I thought it was much improved. That's something that Coach Dee's been on me personally about, just kind of being more nasty and getting up into the ball more. But I think, the more that I can set that tone, like I said, I think guys feed off of that. And then, we got guys that can guard people, so it's tough to score on us.
And Brandon, when Bruce hit that three at the buzzer of the half, did that change anything the way you guys felt?
No, but it's an added bonus. We had good momentum going into the half, but when he hit that, it just brings the excitement just a little bit more. Puts a little smile on our face going into the halftime, and it's something we try to build off of coming out. Again, that middle 8 minutes is really, really important. The last 4 of the first and the first 4 of the second, really, really important right there. So I think we won those, and that really set the tone for the rest of the game.
You guys, kind of the middle of the end of the first half into the beginning of the second half, I think it was a 28-5 run. I know that guys talk about offensive momentum, that kind of thing, but do you feel like there's defensive momentum when you can string together 3, 4, 5 consecutive stops? Do you feel like once you get that many in a row, it's like they can't score on us and it's just getting easier and easier?
In a way, yeah. I think, like I said, once our offense picked up, it's something we can't let our defense slip behind. We can't let them come back into this game. So we have to keep our offense rolling and our defense rolling. So it's a constant effort thing. Like you said, it's just like a joy and a toughness we have to play with. And once we get a lead, we just can't let go of that. We have to continue doing that if we want to hold leads, build leads, and put teams away. So that's important for us.
I think Gabe, in the second half there, the steal and the breakaway, were you going for a layup? Were you going for dunk? If anybody giving you a hard time about that?
Yeah, I mean, I assumed I would get a question about that, but yeah, I mean, I was going up to try to dunk it, but got a little dead leg jump, so bad jump. Then I just switched and tried to make it a layup, and I just didn't get up there. But yeah, everybody's definitely giving me a hard time, especially Devin. Coach D was pretty upset about it, but next time I'll dunk it. It's all right.
You will?
Yes. Off 2 feet this time, though.
More mad, Coach D or Coach Cuts?
I haven't gotten out there yet. Let me see. He did stare me down, though, across the floor.
Two more Patrick and one more Brad.
Colin made his first career start tonight. I know you guys weren't here as he was battling injuries last year, but just working with him each day this offseason, seeing him kind of come back from that, what has he meant to this team, and what does it mean for him to get a start here and playing in front of home fans?
I'm super happy for him. He's a really important piece of this team, and with Devin being out today, some people have to step up, and Colin was one of those guys that stepped in, played his role great. Super happy for him getting that start. Great guy, and yeah, like you said, like the toughness and stuff that he worked through in the offseason is something that not a lot of people see, but our guys in the locker room, and like you said, we're super close, so we band together on that. We're right, we're backing him the whole time.
Brandon, I'm assuming you've been on the other side of a game like this a few times in the last couple of years where you're playing somewhere and you get a lead going in maybe close to the end of the first half. Did you feel at all like, hey, I'm on the other side of that now? Like, they're the team that's trying to upset us at home, and like we're the team that's trying to not get upset at home. Did that feel different at all for you?
It does feel a little different, but I try not to put too much thought into it. I know a lot of times, the high major schools can take, mid-major schools a little lightly, and I've been on the mid-major side, but we don't do that here. We treat every team like they're going to come out and they're going to beat us. So we work really hard in our preparation, and it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's App State today, Notre Dame on Sunday, or whoever we play after that. It truly does not matter. So I don't put too much thought into that, the size of the school or being on which side of that. So I just make sure I come out and play as hard as I can and try and help this team win however I can.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.